In the year 2071, a woman named Lena sits in a studio in what used to be downtown Chicago. She is painting. Outside, the city runs itself. The trains arrive on time. The buildings repair their own walls. The hospitals diagnose and treat and discharge patients without a single human hand. Everything works. And Lena is painting because she is the last person on Earth who still gets paid to do something. This is not a story about machines taking your job. That story has been told. This is the story of what happens after, when every job is gone, all of them, and the only one left is the one nobody expected. It started the way it always starts, with the jobs nobody noticed losing. In the 1920s, telephone switchboard operators were the most common job for American women in the United States. By 1940, machines had replaced them all, city by city, and nobody mourned. Elevator operators vanished next. Then typists. Then the linotype operators who set every newspaper in the country, gone in a single decade. The pattern repeated with artificial intelligence, only faster. According to McKinsey, 30 to 50% of all current work activities could be automated with technology that already exists today. Goldman Sachs estimates 300 million jobs globally will be affected. That is not a prediction about the distant future. That is a description of the present, arriving. The routine jobs went first. Data entry, filing, scheduling, bookkeeping, gone before most people noticed. Then the cognitive jobs followed: legal research, medical diagnosis, financial analysis, engineering design. Each one fell not because the machines were perfect, but because they were good enough and they never got tired and they never asked for a raise. By the 2040s, the question was no longer which jobs would be automated. The question was which ones would survive, and the answer kept shrinking. Accountants said they were safe because their work required judgment. Then judgment was automated. Architects said they were safe because their work required vision. Then vision was automated. Teachers said they were safe because their work required empathy. Then empathy was simulated well enough that the students could not tell the difference. And slowly, quietly, the teachers left too. And one by one, even the jobs that felt safe, the ones that required taste and judgment and something people called creativity, those fell too. AI wrote novels that sold. AI composed symphonies that moved audiences to tears. AI designed buildings that won awards. The output was indistinguishable. The World Economic Forum had noted that 65% of jobs demanding complex creativity remained resistant to automation. But resistant is not immune. And slowly, steadily, the resistance broke. Except something strange happened. The machines could make art. They could make breathtaking, technically flawless, emotionally calibrated art. But people stopped caring. A painting generated in 2 seconds by an algorithm that had never felt loneliness, that had never watched a sunset and ached for reasons it couldn't name, that painting hung on the wall and it was beautiful and it meant nothing. Studies confirmed what people felt intuitively. Audiences consistently preferred art made by humans, even when the quality was identical, even when they could not tell the difference until they were told. The value was never in the brushstroke. The value was in the fact that a person chose to make it. And so the last job on Earth turned out to be the oldest one. Not surgeon, not engineer, not judge, the artist. The person who makes things not because the world needs them, but because something inside her needs to make them. Ernst Fischer once wrote, "As machines become more efficient and perfect, so it will become clear that imperfection is the greatness of man." He wrote that in 1959. It took a century to prove him right. Lena does not paint because she has to. She paints because she chooses to. And in a world where every need is met, every problem is solved, every system runs itself, that choice is the most valuable thing left. Not the painting. The choosing, not the skill. The intention. The fact that a human being woke up that morning and decided that today she would make something that did not need to exist. Some people call it the last job. Lena does not call it a job at all. She calls it the thing she does. And maybe that is the point, that when the word job finally lost its meaning, what was left underneath was something older and more honest. The world did not lose something when the jobs disappeared. It found something it had buried under centuries of productivity and efficiency and optimization. It found the answer to a question it had been afraid to ask. What do humans do when there is nothing left they have to do? They make things. Imperfect, unnecessary, beautiful things, because they can, because they want to, because in the end that was always the point. Every tomorrow leaves an echo. We'll be listening for the next one. Next on Echoes of Tomorrow, a woman dies in 2019. 3 years later, her daughter calls her phone, and someone answers.